I just realized you couldn't hear me. I apologize. So we are back. We got a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Huntington County. If you don't know where that is, that does include the town of Markle and Warren, just on the edge of Lancaster. So that is the area of Huntington County that it involves right there. Okay. So that is for the storm system that is currently right here. So that's currently what we're watching, guys. It is tagged possible tornado, as well with all of the severe thunderstorm warnings have so far. You were seeing this bright green right here, kind of curving down and cutting. We might see a tornado warning pop up down there. We'll see what happens with that. But that's not going to affect our area. That could be Hartford City, most likely. So we're going to stay live here while we're going through this next mess for southeastern Huntington County. As we see that boundary line is swiftly making its way that way. We're going to continue watching and monitoring here. We did not go inside yet, but southeastern Huntington County, you are under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 24 minutes. This storm is currently moving northeast at 50 miles per hour, so things have slowed down a little bit. Let's go see if we got this other radar loaded up yet. So we can still see that the storm systems are moving in a northeastern direction. The intensity is a lot less than it has been, but we're still keeping an eye on it. There's no lightning. So if there are any spin ups or anything like that does happen to happen, it'll be very difficult to see. So as we were talking down here around Summitville, this could be our next tornado warning for the night. We're going to continue to monitor that. One thing I want to look at, see if maybe we have any hail going on with this. I don't see any with that radar, but let's back out a little bit. No, I don't see any hail in there at this moment. So we're just hanging tight, seeing where this severe thunderstorm warning gets us. You can see that heavy rain there just south of Marion through Fairmount. That is going to continue up northeast, sorry. And we're just going to continue watching that. Excuse me. It's been a long night. I'm a little tired. So, yes, this is the area that we're currently watching. This is all just based off of what they're seeing. As far as radar indications go, that is a little less pronounced there, but we're still watching it. Every time I see a little hook like that where brighter colors are starting to match, that's when I typically like to watch on radar and be cautious. So, like I said, severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Huntington County. Keeping an eye on things as they move through the area. We'll kind of get things in motion here so we can see what it looks like and where things are moving. Like I said, we're watching this area here in Marion as it makes its way up there. It is moving at 50 miles per hour currently. So we're watching this area right here. So it's going to basically cut off right through there so it can get to Huntington County. So that's what we're watching for right now. And just seeing what we get through there. It's basically warned for those winds. We didn't have a whole lot of wind when the system came through Huntington proper, where I'm at right now. What'd you get in your area? Let us know. Louisville just got pounded. Yes, it looks like they probably did. Let's go down there and take a look, see what's going on in Louisville. Do you know people down there? Melissa, here's hoping nothing super bad will come from this storm. If I remember right, you're in Fort Wayne. We'll go look at that here in just a moment. Well, my velocity. There we go. Oh, yeah. So that looks like straight line winds to me. Okay. Probably look in this area right here. I'm assuming. Is this observed? Radar indicated. And then we got another one down here, radar indicated. If it was me, I'd be probably right there. Oh my gosh, and right there. Look at that, up near Bardstown. So yeah, they're absolutely getting hammered down there. You are absolutely correct. Now let's get back up here, see what it's looking like. So they are starting to dissipate some of the severe thunderstorm watches. You can see this used to be covered all the way over here. Now we're right on the line to that watch area. So Fort Wayne, just looking at the boundary line here, looks like it's about to end for you as far as the boundary going through Fort Wayne. So you have family down there. Okay. All right. Well, let's go take a peek at that while we're waiting to see what's going on here. We'll wait on the next update. We'll keep you updated on what's going down here around Louisville. Looks like, get back out of radar here. I don't want to get the one that's right on top of it, do I? Yeah, I have to. Okay. So you said Hardinsburg and Paoli. I'm not familiar with that area. Is it Harrodsburg? No, Hardinsburg. I'm going to have to look that up on a map. Oh, okay. So they've already had the line hit. I'm trying to see where that is. Or there must be small towns because I don't see them. There's Hardinsburg. Okay, it's been out of there for a few minutes. So Louisville proper is up here. So they're just severe thunderstorm warning. Looks like most of it's probably over for them. Louisville's going through it right now, but looking down here, radar indicated. So definitely some areas to keep an eye on down there. Hopefully everybody's safe. Yeah, keep those people in our prayers down there. That looks like a mess. So before I pop the radar up down here, you can see that line where they've already canceled all these severe thunderstorm watches back here. We're still watching this severe thunderstorm warning that's in southeastern Huntington County, so we're going to keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at the radar one more time here. The line is continuing. That is what we're watching right there. That area right there, guys, is that's going to make its way up into Warren and Markle here coming very soon. Outside of French. Oh, it's Kentucky. Yeah. You live between Markle and Warren. So that's going to be this area right here. So you have some heavy rain and some wind. You are severe thunderstorm warned currently. Possible for a quick spin up tornado possible is what's listed on there. So use caution. Yes, no worries. That's what we're here for. So currently, so when they talk about possible tornado, this is what I want to talk about. So we see these greens right here and then the brighter reds. So if this green, it's right now going into some lighter reds, which doesn't really concern me that much. Go away. There we go. But when the green and the red start mixing, that's when you want to be concerned. So, we just keep an eye out, hope for the best. So I have a friend of mine lives out in this area, I think, somewhere around in here. So I've been keeping an eye on it for him as well. Yeah. So we don't have any positives and negatives really. So that's good. So that's what we look for when we look for possible tornado warnings or anything like that. So here in Huntington, we're definitely getting some heavy rain right now. I can hear it. I have a metal roof on the house, or well, house and garage. So when it rains in the garage, since there's no insulation, there's quite a bit of noise. So currently, what we're looking at as far as gusty winds is going to be in this southeastern corner of Huntington. So that's what we're watching right now, guys. For Huntington proper, you missed it. Well, no, you didn't. It was northwestern Indiana. Guys, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that was about an hour ago. And this is for southeastern Huntington. Huntington proper didn't get any warnings at all. Thanks, James. Hope you're having a good night. Looks like we're starting to cross 69 down in Grant County. With that main line right there, you can see still keeping a close eye basically on this area right here. That's my biggest concern area. Really not concerned too much up here. You can see they just cut back that severe thunderstorm warning. The National Weather Service has done a great job on shrinking the area as the storms have gone through. So I've been pretty impressed with that and pretty happy on how they've stayed on top of it as these storms have gone through and adjusted the polygon. So but this has been me most of the night. Just so I don't know if you guys know this or not, but part of my weather office is I have a radar screen up there, and I'm constantly I'm glued to it, I guess you could say. So you know, when storms come through and things like this, and I can't get out and chase, so that is that becomes my livelihood right there, is watching this. And you know, if we have chasers out in the field, I can direct them where to go. We have apps we use to track and things like that. So let's take a look, see if we're getting any pickups out of this at all. Down around Muncie, we're starting to intensify a little bit. Nothing really up here. It's kind of starting to all break apart a little bit. But it could, like the storm did earlier, it could be taking a deep breath and recycling. We'll see what happens. That radar is typically a little bit farther behind. Get a little bit of action going here on the screen. It gets kind of boring just sitting here watching and waiting for an update. So yeah, nothing too exciting on the radar there. I mean, if I came all the way to from San Diego to Indiana for a storm, I'd kind of hope we'd at least get a little bit of thunder, you know. You would love to be a chaser. That's what I like to hear. It's all fun and games till you get smacked by a tornado. If that's something you are interested in, I am interested in doing classes on chaser preparation, what you need to know, and the tools that you need. But I got to get done with my neck surgery first, so unfortunately. But send us a DM. I'd love to chat with you a little bit, and we could go from there. I'm always looking for people in the field. Oh, that's awesome. I had a few as a child as well. I grew up in Kokomo. A little batch of snow that hit the mentioned area. Let's take a peek. So we were talking earlier about the snow kind of drying out a little bit. And it looks like it's kind of holding course on that. Not too worried about the snow really getting down and affecting us too much. After these storms pass, I'll get in there and dig up a little bit. I grew up in Kokomo, Rushville. Oh, that's down by Indy, isn't it? They get the good ones down there. But I was alive when the Greentown tornado hit back in, I think, '95, and I watched that from my back porch. It was a monster. Nice. So we're about halfway through that warning area there. Is that rain or wind? I got to go take a peek. I'll be right back. The snow event happened in the middle of a blizzard warning. Is that what you're talking about? I could only imagine what that would be. I've heard of things like that happening. And somebody that I used to watch, Storm Chaser wise, was talking about like a snow NATO event, and I thought that was pretty interesting. To be honest with you, I don't really see. You said Iowa. I don't see anything up there at this point. But I mean, they have snow and thunder and snow and lightning. I would love to see that. I've tried to chase snow lightning before, and I get skunked every time. It's so hard to just get out there and grab that. But I would love to see that sometime. Thanks, Diana. I'm gonna look at that here in a little bit. All right, so winds are starting to pick up between Markle and Warren. Yes, that line right there, that's usually where the wind is going to be the worst. So, but mostly this looks like it's mainly just a wind and rain event. The wind is kind of short-lived. Those little blips right there, those are what get me going a little bit sometimes, trying to watch. So that's amazing how this whole line right here kind of picked back up a little bit, hit some instabilities. It's getting closer to Ohio. Oh, it was in Illinois. Okay. Really? So the severe thunderstorm warning has 5 minutes left on it. We'll see if they're going to extend it or not. I'll have to go back and look at the radar there in Illinois. Do you know about what time that was, James? I'd be interested to see that. By the GM plant, can you go to bed? I would say so. So everything's, so you're about right in here-ish. I would say so. I'd say you're safe. I'm going to continue to keep an eye on it, though. Man, look at that. Down to Montpelier, 62.6. So these are winds aloft, by the way. So keep that in mind as you get away around dusk. Okay. I'm going to write that down, actually. Where'd my pen go? I'll see if I can pull up a video about that. If I can find it, I can send it to you. I'm using Radar Scope. I have the Pro program. You said Central Illinois? If I find it, I'll send it to you, James. So it looks like Warren through Markles, where that line is right now, starting to pick up a little bit of intensity. You're going to be starting to see a lot of that heavier rain. Winds is probably going to start to die down here pretty soon. So we can see we still have that severe thunderstorm watch line coming down through here that it kind of jumps over like that. So they haven't got rid of it yet, but we're close. 2 minutes left on that severe thunderstorm warning. Sometimes I have to switch to a different app to get an update. So we'll see if they... All right, looks like they are going to let that severe thunderstorm warning expire here in a moment. Sometimes it takes this app a moment to expire. That's why there's no words on it anymore. It is done. And they did not extend it. So that is what you're looking at right now. We can switch over to this one. You can see that in this area, there is no more severe thunderstorm warnings. Well, let's cut that off right there. For that area, it'd be nice if it went ahead and loaded, but they did let that expire. So things are still struggling to get going here in northern Indiana. Things south of us seem to be still holding on strong. Definitely going to continue to keep an eye on it until it's a little farther out of our area. But yeah, West Central. Oh, okay, cool. Very cool. Yeah, this what you're looking at right here is Radar Scope Pro. I can go back in time. You said West Central. Since that severe thunderstorm warning is over, let's go play a little bit, shall we? I gotta go back a day. I forgot. Really? Oh, I hit that check mark. We're going to go back further. Okay. Let's go back to 6. Oh, they had a snow squall warning. Is that what you're talking about? No, that's not even Illinois. I apologize. So this is all still rain. Let's go. So did it just snow really? I see that there's some really heavy precipitation back there that's snow, but I'm not seeing any of the warnings. Man, look at the hail. Let's see. Maybe let's do this one. Good grief. That's pretty intense snow right there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and find the actual timing on it and see what I can find there. I have to go back through there and play with it quite a bit. Oh, it wasn't warned. So what exactly happened? Inquiring minds need to know. How much snow are they getting up here anyway? 5 to 10 inches. Four to 6. I thought they were somewhere was supposed to get feet of snow. I don't remember where that was. Maybe that was up here. I don't know. Oh, is that what happened? So it was like a snow squall event probably then. That's crazy. Sometimes snow squalls get very intense. We had one winter of 24-25. We caught one coming down. Well, it was actually just north of Warsaw and up here just from North Webster. And it was Marquette, Michigan. Okay. And it was absolutely bonkers how quickly it went from 0 to hero with snow. It was absolutely crazy. I recorded that over, what was it, 10 minutes, and we had 2 inches of snow. I mean, it was just like, bam. It was crazy. And I tried to follow that all the way back down to Huntington, and we got nothing here. I was so disappointed. All right, that last bit of that line just moved out of Huntington County. Looking at that right there, it is gone. So here pretty soon we're going to see this severe thunderstorm watch dissipate and get out of the area. I need to get rid of that. That's long gone. Yeah, that looks like that's it for the night for us, guys. Until next time, hopefully I'm still going to be around if we have other severe weather. It's because a snow squall warning is new as far as an alert / warning goes. I want to say, I don't want to say it was last year. Maybe it was the year before. Well, maybe it's 24-25 winter storms when they actually activated that warning. I was pretty excited when that came through. But the snow squall warning for Indiana is something that's actually pretty new. I remember when they were talking about bringing that out, I was like, really? So I was like, I wonder how bad it actually is. So I went and chased one. I can tell you they're pretty bad. It was really, really, really bad. So like in the summertime around here, we can get what's called a microburst. And I don't know if you've ever seen one of those, but it's like a small pop-up rain shower, or thunderstorm that's not quite a supercell, and it'll quickly rain out. And it's just basically a column of rain, and it just blasts down some wind. And I would say that's pretty comparable to a snow squall. And, it just blows snow super hard, and it's super inundated with wind and everything. And yeah, it is a interesting time to be in while you're driving, for sure. So, well, guys, thanks for joining me on this. I'm going to hop out of here. I'm going to go get myself some rest. Looks like things are going to start calming down for us around here. If you're in the Bluffton area, looks like it's getting ready to come through you in the next 5-10 minutes. And it's going to continue on out of the state. So thanks for joining in, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you on the next stream.